In that chair out there, there's a bottle of empty bottle of rum, a wine glass, and a sword. It's going to be a malt liquor video on calmness, and first off, raise a hands. Who's calm out there? Am I one of the only people that's calm about shit? Fuck. Makes me want to freak out. So a long time ago, I had this girlfriend that she thought she was pregnant. And I'm like, okay, well, let's just see, you know? Turned out she wasn't pregnant. And the entire time she was like, she kept talking about what we might have to do, and you know, if we had the baby, and you know, all these different things. And so we had, like, you know, a couple weeks of all these talks, and then, you know, she had her period and she was not pregnant. And she's like, well, you stayed so calm through all that. And I'm like, but she almost seemed disappointed. And actually, I think she was trying to make my hair stand on end, actually, sometimes. She was like, she was trying to get some sort of gigantic reaction out of me. And one of my friends said, well, like, your calmness might come off as detachment and lack of investment. I was like, oh yeah, really? You're gonna have a baby? Man, good luck. I don't know. But what am I supposed to do? Very calmly say, well, I have a lot of really strong feelings about this. It's gonna take all my resources and energy to maintain an even keel emotionally. I've never looked back at a time in my life where I lost my shit and thought, thank God I did that. You know what? Here's the thing, though. I remember this one girlfriend told me, like, actually two girlfriends have told me that they, like, by the way, I've been cheating on you. And one person just said, I've been cheating on you, to see how I was going to react. The other person said, I've been cheating on you, and I'm actually going to make the switch over to his house. Can you help me move? And the first girl was like, I've been cheating on you. And I'm like, all right, well, so are we breaking up? Are we going to go counseling? Like, what? You're cheating on me and instead of answering my question, she's like, you don't have a jealous bone in your body, do you? And I'm like, what good would it do? You know, what good would it for me to be jealous? What good would it be for me to, like, flip out? And not that my heart wasn't racing and I felt, like, sick to my stomach and I wanted to puke. And I called in sick like 3 or 4 days in a row. But I think I kept my overall shit together during those 3 or 4 days I called in sick. Didn't want to really deal with anybody. One particular girlfriend, I'll never forget this, once said, why did you let me get away with all that? I think she was hoping that I would have some sort of, like, tantrum and freak out. And instead I'm like, oh, fuck. Alright, so, about the decisions you're making. And she kept making the bad decisions because I wasn't freaking out, until eventually the bad decision got so much where I'm like, hey, I'm going to be moving out. You want to give me a hand with this couch? I've heard of, like, relationships going awry and someone freaking out, and then the other person kind of woke up to it. And like, I had no idea things had gotten this bad. You know, thanks to a giant freak out. Maybe that's the point. I don't know. You know, I just don't see myself spending a lot of time with anybody that requires a gigantic emotional outburst from me in order to be aware that their behavior is having a negative impact. I remember this one particular person needed my help, and I helped them, and they're like, but you didn't seem upset. I'm like, you needed help because something upsetting had happened to her. And I gave her the help she needed, but she also wanted my emotions too. She wanted me to show her my emotions. My emotions are inner signals for me to think about stuff. I'm actually getting kind of pissed off. I'm chewing these chips like I hate them. My emotions are signals for me to fucking think. Typically, and here's what I see with other people, their emotions are a signal that they're losing it, and everybody around them better start thinking. You know, fuck both groups of people, really. Like, every time I think of fuck both types of people, I think about, like, I bought like 6 ice cream cones in my entire life, and I remember the last time I went, I was in there and this guy's like wanted peanuts, and now everyone's like spun up on peanut allergies, and they're like, we can't have any peanuts because of allergies, and he's like, you could keep them in little packets, and they're like, yeah, but there's such a thing as cross-contamination. He's like, fuck those people and fuck cross-contamination and fuck you, and I'm like, some people can't hold their emotions in long enough to buy ice cream, so fuck those people. fucking pisses me off. In the privacy of my own shed, and then I'll post it on the internet rather than go out and be a nut job in public.